Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our semi-main event. Total destruction. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a world championship at stake. Ladies and gentlemen, 7 rounds of kickboxing, above the waist kicks only. Referee in charge of the action, Graham Waddell. Judges Terry Clay, Mark Corrie, Matthew Thine. Timekeeper of the bell, Marita Schoen. Your ringside physician, Dr. John Jury. Welcome back from an audience with the Prime Minister of Australia, John Howard. Welcome back, Scott Brown, our representative with the Prime Minister of Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first on my right, occupying the blue corner, 7 fights, 4 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, wearing trunks of red, gold with a touch of black, trained by Moggy, Michael Princess. Ladies and gentlemen, from Frankston, he's known as Psycho. With you, welcome, Sot Solomonidis. And across the ring, ladies and gentlemen, what a decorated career this man has had. He's turned the corner, ladies and gentlemen, since joining Murray Thompson from the Fighters Factory. Good luck, Murray, as we head down Sunday to the best promoter of the year, the best trainer of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, in kickboxing, 13 bouts, 7 wins. He is the Victorian professional, Marquess of Queensbury middleweight champion. He is a 2 times kickboxing champion of Australia and Australasia. Skating 71.45 kilograms with Brian Butler in the corner from the Fighters Factory. Ladies and gentlemen, I've dubbed him the launching place landmine, Nick Lightning Lundh. IKBF middleweight championship of the world. Sponsored by Zach's Emporium, round 1.
Boxing, kickboxing, he's done it all.
Black trunks too. Here tonight, Nick Lundh, that's his helmet style.
Let's not forget, this is for the amateur world title, above the waist kicks only.
Yes, that's, we should make note of that. So the boys have to stay away from the leg work and concentrate upstairs. Solomonidis now is being backed into the neutral corner by Lundh. Lundh is dictating terms at the moment in this bout.
Not much weight advantage there, but there's definitely a height advantage for Lightning Lundh. Only a couple of centimetres, but yeah, as I said, probably you got the experience as well of not Lightning Lundh. And in control of tonight's bout is Mark Waddell. Graham Waddell, sorry. 30 seconds to go into the first round.
Lundh again comes in with a whipping right hand, but a nice kick from Solomonidis to keep Lundh at bay. Again, Lundh.
Early bit of claret there on Solomonidis, just on the forebridge of the nose there. Great to have mutual respect for both gentlemen, tapping on their hands and so forth. Moggy's got his work cut out, but because Lightning Lundh, 11 years in the game, but anything can go in a funny game of kickboxing. And let's not forget our main event, super middleweight, Arthur Tsoukanos, trained by Michael Vukovic, and the challenger, Jason Tudor, trained by Nuggets. And Total Destruction main event, Stuart Duncan Management Services.
Yes, we wish Stuart Duncan all the best. He's been ill lately, and it's like he's coming through okay. There's Murray Thompson there treating Nick Lundh in the corner. He's rubbing some Vaseline underneath the left and right eye stand. He gets a lot of work done to the face. He can start to weld up. He gets the odd mouse forming under that left eye occasionally. He does start to weld up, and he gets a lot of punches there.
Unfortunately, the last couple of fights with that Nick Lundh has fought here at Springvale Town Hall, unfortunately the crowd hasn't found them being really impressive, and I think Nick Lundh does want to do a good showing against Sot Solomonidis, one of the up-and-coming Australian kickboxers.
Solomonidis just hit Lundh with a big right hand. Oh, a few moments ago, it was a huge punch. It was a beautiful effort too. He got through the defences of Lundh, and Solomonidis has come out smoking for the second round to Perry.
Sot Solomonidis has not much experience against Nick Lundh, but as I said, he's had a great fortitude here so far, and it can only get better for Sot Solomonidis. Young combatant in the fight of kickboxing.
Yes, in the Moggy camp too, and they're doing very well at the moment. And Moggy's doing beautifully with his men.
Moggy always has a plan.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he's a astute trainer, and Lundh coming in hard now. He's driving the right hand, or trying to drive it through the gloves into the belly, and whip the forearm around a little bit there too, I might add.
Nice round-out punch there to Sot Solomonidis. Nice combination. Come back to Nick Lundh.
Solomonidis got a bit of a kick or a knee into the buttock of Lundh, then whipping around the right-hand side.
Just at that distinct height advantage for Nick Lundh, and just a little bit of more experience, but Sot Solomonidis has done a good showing here so far. Yeah,
well, he's got good hamstrings, Solomonidis, so he can get the legs up. That's the main thing. Oh, spinning back kick. Oh, a wicked spinning back kick from Lundh. If that had have struck, oh boy, devastation could have set in, but missed.
Solomonidis was lucky to avoid that, and Nick Lundh working on Solomonidis on the ropes in the neutral corner. Here comes Nick Lundh. This is classic lightning Nick Lundh.
Oh, Solomonidis broke out of it. And most of what Lundh just did then landed on the gloves of Solomonidis, I believe. Covered himself up beautifully and then unleashed a powerful right hand. He's got that big right hand that we saw Stephen Charles try to unleash in that last bout.
And Nick Lundh does have his work cut out tonight against the pocket dynamo, Sot Solomonidis. Oh, big support here in Clayton.
Yes, a ton of support there for that boy. Smoking Sot Solomonidis, don't you worry about that. And he's probably fighting a bit in bursts, Solomonidis, but he's conserving himself. Now, I've been scoring this so far. I've been too overawed by what's going on in the ring. But,
7 2-minute rounds. That was the second round. And look, you'd probably give that dead even, but just probably at the end, lightning Nick Lundh, the experience would have shown. So,
yes, it did. Lundh did a lot of good work in the middle of the round too. He boxed, but Solomonidis came out very hard early. So look, I'll probably square it up, I'd say.
But no doubt about it, Solomonidis. He's not. No doubt about it. Solomonidis is not out of this fight by far.
No, he's not.
Great showing so far, you've got to say that. And Moggy does have you can always say Moggy does have a plan. Let's not forget our sponsors tonight. For Total Destruction, Fairtex Equipment, Zach's Emporium Martial Arts Supplies, Armstrong Sons Motor Body Repairs, RSEA One Stop Safety Shop, 132100 Village Roadshow.
Oh, yes, and Pro-Line Sound, another job for you. Blitzy Excavations and Drainage, Body Design Furniture, Prodigy Office Furniture, new and used, AMK Automotive Repairs, and the Chairmaster. One of the boys here, I think, is involved in one of those companies, and he's told me to get the chair pumped up and take it down.
Fantastic, Sauce. Away we go. Solicitor of the Stars. Lightning Nick Lundh. Forward lunge kick there.
Lundh came over the top of the right hand and missed. Solomonidis tried to leg kick to get him in Lundh. Nick Lundh wants to go over the here. Solomonidis will accommodate him, gets off the ropes though. And Graham Waddell comes in and breaks the line. No good job there, Graham.
You'd actually have to give the upper body power of Sot Solomonidis because he is a big, strong boy. No doubt about that. Lundh does have, as I said, the lightning skills, graceful and so forth. But Solomonidis' raw power, but unfortunately, you know, it does occasionally get over the top of him. As you can see, Lundh controlling it.
You're always going to be, I always say they're saying about a good man, being a good little man, but Lundh does have a reach advantage in the leg extension. You saw him give some leg raiser by Lundh, which didn't strike Solomonidis, but you can see what sort of damage he could do if he did hit him with it. That's an enormous stretch of the hand.
got to have Solomonidis out for a bit of respect, but you know, nothing taking away from Sot Solomonidis, because he's actually shown a lot of fortitude tonight here against a fighting champion, Nick Lundh, and it is for the amateur world title above the waist kicks only, up to 72.56 kilos. No doubt about that. Solomonidis, I mean, look, that was a pretty even fight there. I mean, you just give that last bit of to Lightning Nick Lundh just on the experience factor, because as we have said in the past, that Sot Solomonidis has absolutely lost nothing, and he's going to gain a lot of respect for this, especially from a lot of people watching this fight.
Only gets to be a problem if the swelling starts to push the lower eye flesh upwards, and there, but I don't think it's going to get to that point.
Could I actually, do you think that Nick Lundh has possibly underestimated Sot Solomonidis?
I don't think he's underestimated. I think he knew he was going to be confronted with a pocket dynamo style, because he knows what Robbie's boys how they fight. Getting a bit sloppy there then, so he broke them up. I think he would have expected this, but so far his experiences of doing the job for him, but youthful exuberance can do damage.
Got a special guest in our commentary booth, Peter Garudas from Ray White Oakley, the auctioneer, and Lightning Nick Lundh working a bit of overtime here, and Sot Solomonidis comes back with a nice few punches there, aiming to the ribs, and the welts on both of the ribs of these gentlemen is a testament to both fighters.
No doubt about that. Now Lundh is grappling here, just trying to take a bit of the steam out of Solomonidis, I think, at the moment. He's got to be careful, because Solomonidis seems to enjoy fighting in bursts. If I was Lundh at the moment, I'd keep the pressure on all the time.
Let's hope that Sot Solomonidis doesn't puff out and so forth, and gets and you know, the last couple of rounds, Nick Lundh, his experience will show. Hopefully he doesn't fall for that trap.
No, that's correct, Perry. I just think that, as I said there, that if Lundh can keep the pressure on Solomonidis and keep grappling with him when he can't get in a leg kick or punch, that's a good thing to do, because it'll help to tire Solomonidis. But if you let Solomonidis have a rest like he is now and let him fight in bursts, he can do damage. He can do a lot of damage.
I think Sot Solomonidis has to stop fighting very square and just stop doing the push kicks and so forth, and try a little bit of unorthodox tactics. That's the only way you're going to knock a fighting champion like Lightning Nick Lundh, and it is for the world title. So you've got to aim for something different.
Oh, you do, no doubt about that. I think Solomonidis, at where he's at the moment, would find it difficult to knock out someone like Nick Lundh. I mean, he'd have to really hit him, and hit him with something big time, and bomb. Nothing much in that. Often you'll find the bell will go, and the fighters will already have started a punch or a kick. They'll already be in motion, and they're not robots. It's very difficult to stop a delivery, even if the bell goes when you're halfway through it. So no problems there, that the boys understand the position.
Definitely no problems there. But look, I couldn't agree with you more there. A lot of people tend to go with the fights and forces. You can't actually like stop a punch halfway through, can you? Or a kick.
Oh, it's impossible, really. So, it's very hard. And then the other fighter who gets struck just slightly up the belt, he gets upset, feels like he's got to deliver one back, and it's up to the ref to jump in, as Graham Waddell expertly just did.
Who does have a lot of experience, as they did.
A ton of it, and sent them to their respective corners. Murray Thompson talking away to Nick Lundh at the moment there, letting him know what he's got to do. He hasn't made a decision at this point that this is in the bag. It's not. He's keeping his boy well and truly on the ball.
Nick Lundh has been pretty good so far, but he has not been entirely convincing there, Stephen. And as I said, Sot Solomonidis has shown... he's actually shown a lot of people what he's got and what the future holds for him.
Yeah, well, he's got a big future, that kid, no doubt about that. And Nick Lundh is, at I think 31 years of age, has probably still got 2 or 3 or 4 really good years left in him if he wants to keep going.
Peter Solomonidis, good evening to you, Peter. Don't go down.
Thanks. Solomonidis now throwing a straight right at Lundh, who was backed away on. Solomonidis with a spinning back kick. I mean, it's just not going to work for him with the height differential, I don't think.
Didn't exactly connect, but it did have some merit behind it.
Yeah, just to, I mean, the best he could do would probably kick Lundh in the chest, sternum, solar plexus region. Maybe if Lundh was bent, he might get him in the jaw, but it's a risky manoeuvre. But as you said, he's tried something different to mix it up. Nick Lundh working away at Solomonidis in the red corner, in his own red corner there, banging away. He's trying to stick Solomonidis on the rope so he can keep peppering away at him. Solomonidis trying to burst out. He's now leaning back on the ropes. Oh, big driving right hand from Lundh. He likes that punch. Oh, he does. That's one of his favourites, I believe. Graham leg extension on Lundh again.
Graham Waddell in control of this 4th round here.
And then Solomonidis now probably needs to get off the ropes and get continually backed into that position. They're giving Lundh a bit of, a bit too much of a target there when he's stationary on the ropes, I'd say. Solomonidis need to move around a bit more, and as you said before, Perry, mix it up a bit.
Yep, Sot's taken a lot of punishment so far, but as I said, he is still standing, and anything can happen. And Lightning Nick Lundh, he hasn't been backwards and coming forwards.
Yeah,
and,
he's suppressing the fight. Whoa, what's happening here? It's a Lundh problem. Dr. Jory is having a look this time out.
Could be possibly in the forehead there, Stephen. Thanks very much, Robert.
Not too sure what he's looking at there. If it's that eye I was talking about, I don't think so.
Oh, referee's going to stop the fight.
Knee.
With an accidental knee.
Accidental knee. Oh, accidental knee.
Oh,
shocking gash on Lundh. Accidental knee to the eyebrow. Now, I would say that...
an accidental injury to the eye caused by a knee, and we therefore go to the scorecards.
Go to the scorecards.
In round...
Yep, and that's how it is. Accidental knee to the eye of Nick Lundh. So he can't go on. Brian Butler, I see, is in the Murray Thompson corner with Nick Lundh. Oh, gee whiz. Murray Thompson's not happy with that, but these things happen. Moggy's got Sot Solomonidis' hand up, but if they go to the cards, I would tend to suggest that I'll find that Lundh's more than likely in front.
But only just because Sot Solomonidis did show a lot, and surprise, surprise, and look at accidental knee to the forehead. Didn't realise how serious it was until he did turn around.
Yeah, as to the eye, I think it's Perry. If I look closely there, I think it's the eyebrow across the eye. There's about a 1-inch gash there, and no one can continue on. We saw the blood. The referee did the right thing. He took Lundh straight to the ringside doctor. Dr. Jory's had a bit of work to do tonight, making decisions at ringside, and he'll no doubt he'll need a bit of time too at the end of this fight to attend to that wound, which means we'll have another delay there before the major event. Arthur Zakonis fighting Jason Tudor in the main event, which will be a very big fight, a super middleweight competition there between those two boys.
Mr. Craig Parsons, would you come up please, Craig? Zach's Emporium, sponsoring our World Championship event.
This can always happen when in kickboxing, accidental cut like that. If it does happen, well, they go to the scorecards after 2 rounds, and that's Waddell, they're comforting Lundh, just saying, look, son, I couldn't let you keep going with the damage like that done to your eyebrow area. The blood dripping into the eye. You can't have anyone fight in those circumstances.
So you would give it just a head-on points to not Lightning?
Well, look, I think that on my unofficial card, of course, I do have Lundh in front because...
We do claim that unofficially.
We do claim that, yes, as we do, and I think Lundh has done enough work. Go, Graham Waddell.
Bit of an accident in the corner sort of thing, and just the knee accidentally hit the head as he came under. So we basically go to the scorecards. Very bad.
Well done, Graham.
After 4 completed rounds, we go to the scorecards. Judge Terry Clay has it 48-47, Nick Lundh. Judge Mark Corrie, he saw it the other way, 49-46, Solomonidis. Therefore, after 4 completed rounds for the IKBF Middleweight Championship of the World, we go to Matt Tyne. The final card, he has it 48-48. It's a draw. A draw. Okay, we want to talk to Nick Lundh. Nick, come across a nasty one there. Nick, you've been penciled in, of course, to fight King Sam Solomon on December 6th. How bad is that cut?
No, I really don't know. I'll have to check with the doctor to see how it goes. I hope we'll be all right. I've got my heart set on that one.
Well, it's been a big year for you, Nick. Boxing, kickboxing, doing the lot. And of course, coming up on the big Jimmy Thunder, Paul Briggs undercard would have been a nice way to end the year.
Yeah, it certainly would. I've got to say I'm a bit disappointed about it. Oh, well, that's boxing.
Well, what transpired there, Nick? How did you feel you were going in that fight?
Oh, it was only just, my fitness is a lot higher. Obviously, as you know, I sort of fought 12 rounds in the last fight. I was just sort of warming up, really, just sort of coming through.
Okay, good luck with that eye injury, Nick. Nick Lightning Lundh, Corey Thompson, come in, Murray. Murray, it's been